Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt overlooked, ignored, or even disrespected simply because of your age? Maybe it happened during a conversation with someone younger, or in a meeting where your opinion was dismissed. It's a feeling that many of us, especially as we reach our 70s, might encounter more frequently than we'd like. But here's the thing, feeling disrespected doesn't have to be a permanent state. You deserve to feel heard, valued, and confident, no matter how old you are. In today's video, we're going to explore how you can reclaim your confidence and authority, even in a world that sometimes seems to forget the wisdom that comes with age. Whether you're dealing with a disrespectful encounter or simply noticing a lack of recognition in your day-to-day life, there are ways to take back control and reassert your influence. We'll talk about practical strategies you can start using right away to help you feel empowered and respected again. Let's begin with the first step, understanding that confidence is something you can nurture, no matter what stage of life you're in. Often, when we hit our 70s, we can feel as though the world around us is changing too fast, and maybe we're getting left behind. But confidence isn't about keeping up with every trend or trying to prove yourself to others. It's about knowing your worth and owning it. You've lived through decades of experiences, and no one can take that from you. It's a treasure trove of life lessons, skills, and achievements that shape who you are today. The first way to reclaim your confidence is to embrace your life experience and realize that it has real value. Think about it, over the years, you've faced challenges, learned valuable lessons, and gained wisdom that no one can replicate. When you share your experiences, you're offering something uniquely valuable. Whether it's advice, a skill, or a perspective, your years of living hold knowledge that others might be eager to learn from, if only they would stop and listen. But here's the kicker, in order to reclaim your confidence, you need to start speaking up. Sometimes, especially as we age, we might begin to doubt whether our opinions still matter. Perhaps you've noticed yourself holding back from sharing your thoughts in a group or shying away from offering advice when someone asks. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that others won't value your input. But I want to challenge you to push through that. When you speak up, whether in a family discussion or a professional setting, you're not only asserting your authority, you're also reinforcing your sense of self-worth. A simple way to begin is by finding small, everyday opportunities to assert your thoughts. It might be something as simple as voicing your opinion during a conversation with a friend or sharing your knowledge with a younger relative. The more you speak up, the more you remind yourself that you have a valuable voice, and the more you'll feel confident in expressing it. Now, I know that sometimes, despite your best efforts, people might still dismiss what you say, or worse, they might treat you as though your opinions don't carry the same weight as others. It can be hurtful, and it might make you wonder if your voice is even worth raising. But I'm here to tell you, it is. And this leads us to the second way to reclaim your confidence, setting boundaries. Setting boundaries isn't just about saying no when someone asks too much of you. It's about demanding respect in all areas of your life. As we get older, we often find ourselves in situations where others assume they can speak over us, ignore our needs, or take us for granted. But you have every right to stand firm and set clear boundaries when you feel disrespected. When someone speaks over you or dismisses your ideas, don't be afraid to calmly assert yourself. You can say something like, "I'd like to finish what I'm saying," or "I've been through this before, and I have some experience to share." You don't need to shout or be confrontational, but you do need to make it clear that you won't tolerate being disrespected. By setting boundaries, you remind others that you are worthy of the same respect as anyone else, regardless of your age. If setting boundaries feels uncomfortable at first, that's okay. It takes practice. Start with small situations where you can politely but firmly assert yourself. Over time, you'll build the confidence to stand your ground in bigger, more challenging interactions. Remember, you are not too old to set boundaries, and doing so will not only make you feel more in control but will also send a message that you are someone who deserves respect. Now that we've talked about the importance of embracing your life experience and setting boundaries, we're ready to move on to the next strategy for reclaiming your confidence. But first, let's take a moment to reflect. How do you currently handle situations where you feel disrespected? Are there areas in your life where you could be asserting your authority more? Think about it, and when you're ready, we'll dive into the next step to reclaim your confidence. So far, we've discussed how embracing your life experience and setting boundaries can help you reclaim your confidence and authority. But there's more you can do to take back control and ensure that you're treated with the respect you deserve. Let's now dive into 2 additional strategies that will help you regain your sense of power and influence, even if you felt overlooked in the past. The third way to reclaim your confidence is to take ownership of your health and well-being. As we age, our physical health can sometimes start to feel like a battleground. We may experience aches, pains, or other challenges that affect our energy levels and our mood. And, unfortunately, sometimes these physical struggles can make us feel less confident. When our bodies are not performing at their best, it can feel like we're losing control over a part of ourselves that we used to take for granted. But here's the thing, your health is something you still have power over, no matter your age. You may not be able to control everything, but there are steps you can take every day to feel better, both physically and mentally. By taking charge of your health, you not only improve your quality of life, but you also send a powerful message to those around you that you're still strong, capable, and in control. Start by focusing on the things that are within your reach, eating nourishing foods, staying active, and getting enough rest. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. In fact, even small changes can make a significant difference. Maybe it's taking a short walk each morning, trying a new stretching routine, or adding more fruits and vegetables to your meals. These small adjustments can help you feel more energized, improve your mood, and give you the strength you need to face the challenges that come with aging. The key is to be consistent. The more you prioritize your health, the more confident you'll feel in your ability to take on whatever comes your way. You'll start noticing that you feel more empowered in your day-to-day life, which will, in turn, boost your overall sense of authority. Taking control of your health isn't just about feeling better. It's about reminding yourself that you still have the ability to make decisions and take action, regardless of your age. Now, let's move on to the 4th way to reclaim your confidence. Find your community and surround yourself with supportive people. One of the biggest challenges we can face as we get older is the sense of isolation. Sometimes, as we age, our social circles shrink. Friends may move away, family members may be busy with their own lives, or, unfortunately, we may even experience the loss of loved ones. It's easy to start feeling as though we're alone in the world, and that can lead to a sense of disempowerment. But here's something important to remember: you are never truly alone. There are people out there who value you, who want to connect with you, and who are waiting for the opportunity to learn from your wisdom and experiences. The key is to seek out those people and make an effort to build meaningful relationships. It doesn't have to be complicated. Maybe you can join a local club, take a class, or volunteer for a cause that's important to you. These activities will not only keep you mentally stimulated, but they'll also introduce you to people who share your interests and values. When you surround yourself with people who appreciate and respect you, it naturally boosts your confidence. It reminds you that you still have a strong presence in the world and that your voice matters. But it's not just about finding new people. Sometimes, it's about deepening the relationships you already have. Reconnect with old friends or family members and take the time to nurture those bonds. When you're surrounded by people who genuinely care for you, it can do wonders for your sense of self-worth. You'll feel more supported, more confident, and more connected, which will give you the strength to assert your authority in all areas of your life. As we've discussed, confidence comes from many different places: embracing your life experience, setting boundaries, prioritizing your health, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. But there's one more step to consider, and it's just as crucial. It's about the way you reframe your mindset and how you view aging in general. How do you see yourself as you get older? Do you view aging as a loss of power or as an opportunity for growth? This brings us to the next point, which we'll cover in the final part of this video. But before we get there, take a moment to reflect on these strategies. Have you thought about ways you could take more ownership of your health or find new opportunities to connect with others? What can you start doing today to boost your confidence and reclaim your authority? Think about it and get ready, because we'll dive into the final steps to feeling empowered and respected in just a moment. We've now covered a few powerful ways to reclaim your confidence and authority. We've discussed embracing your life experience, setting boundaries, taking ownership of your health, and finding your community. But the final piece of the puzzle is something that often gets overlooked, and yet, it's absolutely crucial to feeling empowered as we grow older: reframing your mindset about aging. For many of us, aging can sometimes feel like a downward spiral. We may start thinking that we're losing our influence, that our best years are behind us, or that the world is moving on without us. But that mindset is not only limiting, it's also far from the truth. The reality is that aging brings with it a whole new set of opportunities. It's a time for reflection, personal growth, and yes, even reinvention. The moment you shift your mindset and start viewing aging as an opportunity rather than a setback, you'll unlock a whole new level of confidence and authority. Start by reminding yourself that you're not defined by a number. Just because you've reached a certain age doesn't mean you've reached your limit. Look at the many people who are living full, rich lives in their 70s, 80s, and beyond. From starting new careers to traveling the world, to even learning new skills, aging doesn't have to be synonymous with decline. It's simply a new chapter, one where your accumulated wisdom and experiences give you an incredible advantage. One way to begin reframing your mindset is to focus on what you can do rather than what you think you can't. There's a saying, it's not about what you have, but what you do with what you have. You've got years of experience, a deeper understanding of yourself, and a perspective that others may not yet have. That's power. Embrace it. As you begin to see your age as a source of strength, you'll find that your confidence grows naturally. You'll begin to understand that you can still contribute, lead, and make an impact. Even if others don't always recognize it, the truth is that your influence is real. Whether it's through guiding your family, mentoring younger people, or leading in your community, your authority doesn't diminish with age, it deepens. Now, let's take a moment to summarize what we've talked about. We've learned that reclaiming your confidence and authority starts with understanding and owning your life experience. Speaking up, setting boundaries, prioritizing your health, and surrounding yourself with supportive people are all key steps in the process. But the most important thing is to change the way you see aging. Once you start seeing yourself as someone who has just as much to offer as ever before, everything else falls into place. I want to remind you that small changes can lead to big results. It's not about completely overhauling your life overnight, but about making incremental shifts that, over time, will boost your confidence and empower you to reclaim your authority. Every time you speak up, take care of your health, set a boundary, or reconnect with someone who values you, you're taking back a little bit of your power. And the more you do it, the stronger you'll feel. So, I encourage you to take action today. Think about one area where you can start asserting your authority more, whether it's in a conversation, a social setting, or even within your own family. How can you begin to reclaim that confidence? Remember, you are valuable. You are worthy of respect. And you have so much to offer. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so please feel free to share them in the comments below. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to give it a like, and be sure to subscribe for more helpful tips and uplifting content. Together, we can continue embracing the wisdom that comes with age and live our best lives at any stage. Here's to living with confidence, strength, and authority, because your best years are ahead of you.